Episode 31. We're standing here at the point of no return in the Tanhua Research Center, just before what I assume is the final boss. Maybe, maybe not. Feels like there's still some things that haven't really been explained yet. I doubt we're really going to get everything explained just after one more fight. There could be a whole finale for all I know. Well, this might end up being the finale episode if this really is the last boss. Or even if it isn't the final boss, maybe I'll just go on long and finish everything up. Everything before here has been cleaned up. No more loose ends, except for one, which I'll take care of. I did actually look up what I was missing from the Tandao Research Center just above us. Luckily, managed again to avoid any real spoilers. Although there were kind of two things that might be, I guess, somewhat of a little bit too revealing. Not terribly revealing, but I guess something having to do with endgame stuff. First of all, was that point of no return where we got the call from Quafu about finishing up all business. I was wondering how we could get into this lower level and this door in the top left. Turns out that you can't actually do that until you go a bit further in, past the point of no return apparently. I guess that is sort of a spoiler, kind of, that you can go past the point of no return and then enter those areas, whatever that means. But it just means that I don't have to worry about getting in them right now. Despite my insistence that it must be accessible before the point of no return. I guess you return after the point of no return. Whatever. Other than that, part B, or 2 or whatever, this item that I'm missing that I was so sure was in these areas I couldn't access, turns out it's not actually in any of those. Learned it was just over here. I must have just missed it. Right down there. I guess I never really looked too hard at the ground or whatever. And there. We got it. I don't really need the money, so not sure why I'm picking it up. Alright, now we're ready to go past the point of no return for real. Could be the end. Nothing else going on over here? Really thought there might be some events to wrap up before going past the point of no return. Never learned what you were up to. Never got that thing from Quafu, that bomb he was building. Never heard from Chi Yu about, well, what he was doing with his brother. At least we wrapped up Shenong, I guess. I guess if I can access areas here in the Tandao Research Center after the point of no return, maybe some of those quests will also be wrapped up after we finish this area here. My Jade setup was as I planned in the last episode. I thought in between episodes what I might want to change, but it seems like a pretty decent thing to go in with, maybe. What I might not want is a stasis jade if it's not too useful. I'm going in with the full control spell, so I need to have time to charge up the full 5 explosion, or however many. If stasis might help, weave that in. And then just a bunch of parrying jades, this thing for quicker dashing to get away, and quicker healing, a very basic thing just to make sure we survive in case we're under constant oppression or something. Then this one which I just want to make use of before I finish the game, getting a charge strike from a precise parry, if that's even useful against the attack pattern this boss is going to have, whatever. They're probably dead in there, right? Like, not recoverable. It's fine that we're not going back for them, right? Like, they're already monsters, I'm sure. I actually didn't get a sense for how large this place was. I thought it was just going to be the boss room. Great, these guys. Implying that there's a fight to be had if they put down the Azure Sand. Don't want to hack this just yet. About over here. Okay, not operable. And over here was inaccessible. Okay. Then I guess we hack. Maybe. It's 4. Log number 184. Yep, there she is. The 9th soul, Igong. Origin era, year 450. Winter 120. Oh, I see. Like, it's in the time frame of winter and the date is like 120. Like January 20, but not exactly the same time method of recording time that we have on Earth. So I guess it would be like per season, spring, summer, fall, winter, and then as a subcategory, months within those. So there could be like a spring 120 and a summer 120, maybe. Maybe. I have never seen a catastrophe like this. Yanhuo will spread all throughout Penglai. Right, Penglai was the name of the planet. I forgot that last episode. No Solarian will be spared, including myself. However, during this chaotic time, the Tiandao Council was able to maneuver itself to the top. This has helped us secure an unprecedented amount of support and resources. Our new Kunlun Research Center will bring back all the Fengshi technologies. Right, ever since Lear turned his back on technology and everything, I guess the ruling mindset was all of those Tao philosophies that mimicked that hate for technology or something like that. So it was a wonder why the souls, or how the souls came into power. I guess with the rising death rates from this disease, maybe it made more sense that they tried to look towards technology. I wouldn't say that's the wrong way to react, but didn't turn out too great either way. By the way, they've got like XX and XY at the top on those other screens. Some kind of weird chromosomal thing. Again, having to do with the DNA symbology that's been pretty present as like the central symbol, the I within the double helix, whatever that is. I must live up to everyone's hopes and find that cure. That is our current mission. The world will know that science is our only hope. Sounds reasonable enough so far. In 219. Origin era, year 452, spring 48. Maybe the first number is like the week within the season, like the 4th week of spring, and then 8 is the day within that week. They could have more than 7 days in a week, so the 8th day of the 4th week of spring of year 452, maybe. While I was speaking in the Jia Kingdom, a severely injured young boy was put in front of me. Oh, right. Did wonder how this connected up. We learned of how Yi had that one science fair project, basically, that he wanted to present the azure butterfly, or the nymph, to Igong about. And that seemed like that was going to be how he got into the souls, or like became her mentee. She became his mentor. But then that explosion happened in that one cutscene, and he got all rooty, with Hong's help, I assume. So this is following that. He had suffered serious injuries from an explosion. I did not expect him to survive the next day. Miraculously, it seemed like the primordial roots was helping him regenerate the damaged organs and tissue. Using my rhizomatic stabilizer, the young man not only made a full recovery, his body also exhibited an unprecedented symbiosis between Solarian cells and genetic material from the primordial roots. This data may lead us to even more breakthroughs. Have I been blessed by the heavens? Wait, so this was after Tianhuo started spreading through all of Penglai. So this was going on for years, even while he was a child. Didn't even get a chance to swing. They're giving us a lot of bow, like azure sand here. I think. What have we here? Kind of moves in a weird pattern, but if we just stay in the center and move right, should be fine. What's this? More logs, maybe? These are just like normal cats. Like Earth cats. Wait, are these... Did they find these from like the 8-man planet? Log number 301. Origin era, year 457. Summer 81. I've been going through solution after solution, only to find that I'm dead wrong every single time. When we isolated the Tianhuo gene from an embryo, the result did not resemble a Solarian in either appearance or intelligence, to say nothing of its incredibly short lifespan. What does that mean? They isolated the Tianhuo virus. Wait, what? Hang on. In fact, we might not even be able to create a cure in time. It was in this fraught situation that Yi came up with the Eternal Cauldron project. It's risky, but it might be our last big gamble. Therefore, I have decided to move all our available resources towards the Eternal Cauldron project. Research on the cure is by no means terminated, just postponed. Yeah, I was wondering. Let me read that again. Origin era, etc., etc. I've been going through solution after solution only to find that I'm dead wrong every single time. When we isolated the Tianhuo gene from an embryo, the result did not resemble a Solarian in either appearance or intelligence, to say nothing of its incredibly short lifespan. They're just talking about a normal cat. So when they're saying that they separated the Tianhuo gene from a Solarian, does that mean that what they isolated the Tianhuo was a cat? Or like removing the Tianhuo gene resulted in the Solarian becoming just a normal cat? So the Tianhuo gene is killing them, but it's also what makes them a Solarian in the first place? Is that what they're saying? Let me read that one last line again, or that line before it cuts off. When we isolated the Tianhuo gene from an embryo, meaning the embryo was able to live without the Tianhuo gene, and that's how it became normal cats. This has huge implications. I don't know what to make of this. Because these guys are aliens, right? Solarians. So then, if they got the 8 men from Earth, presumably, I'm assuming this takes place in the same universe as where Earth exists, the 8 men. Could just be the humans are from a different planet or something, but how could there be cats on Penglai if they're like the non-Tianhuo version of the Solarians, but also cats on Earth, which there must be if this is also from the same universe where there are 8 men and cats on Earth? Could this just mean that they're the same cats? Like, Solarians are the same cats from Earth, but just with a Tianhuo gene? Then how'd they get to Penglai? Is this actually like in the far future? Or like in the far past? What's this up here? This is showing how a normal cat becomes a Solarian, I see now. From left to right, a normal cat, then a less cat-like cat, then a Solarian. What a huge revelation. No wonder they put it behind an achievement. Or attach an achievement to it. Whatever. Well, if we've got the bow usage. Is that enough to kill one guy? Yeah. Oh, we got 2 for those. They're giving a lot of bow usage, for some reason. Oh, we got more lore. Log 342. Yeah, it's G. We saw this in his soulscape. Him sitting in this chair. I assume this chair, maybe a similar one. Origin era year 468. Winter 1223. Fantastic. We have found a new ray of hope on the eve of the launch. Our research was totally misguided. We need not rely on the primordial roots to eternal life for Solarians. With data from G cells, we'll not only develop a serum for Tianhuo, we'll also be able to achieve true immortality. I believe we can overcome any and all challenges we face. A Solarian that can live for thousands of years without any genetic modification. The source of G's vitality differs vastly from that of Konghui or Yi. And again, I assume Konghui is from the transmutation prison. Didn't really get all the lore on that guy, or I must have glossed over it or forgotten. So Konghui's method of immortality is transmutation, I guess. Which is, I guess, all of that stuff from years and years of technology from back in the Turbulent era or something. Then Yi's source of immortality is the roots. And then there's G, which is just something. But this information needs to be concealed, especially from Yi. We can't afford any more missteps at this juncture. Do I have lore on Konghui? And actually, how much lore? There's only one more, but everything that I've been reading hasn't been like lore. But do I have any on Konghui? Well, here's stuff from the prison cell, but here it is, Konghui. Dear respected father-in-law, I, your unworthy son-in-law, find myself in unfortunate circumstances having offended the Feng clan over a trivial matter, which is, again, they've been showing up like several times, but I didn't realize it. Fu Shi and Hanua, descendants of the Fong clan. Fong clan appears like several times throughout the lore, even in like this stuff about the warehouse from Yan Lao. I don't see it anymore. Well, maybe it's not a log. It would have been some items I picked up, but still. I do recall they showed up there, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, back to this thing. Now trapped in New Kunlun, I seek your mediation from the G Kingdom. Apologies for troubling you in these turbulent times. The turbulent era? Must be. They wouldn't use the word turbulent if it wasn't the turbulent era, so I must have glossed over that and not realized Kong Kui is from ages ago. Like, way long ago. I'm pretty sure he was that boss that we fought, right? That guy that we decapitated? He must have been in that machine for centuries. Millennia. If I'm remembering that boss's name right. And maybe this is also Kong Kui. It's not signed, but talking about how they want to cut the flesh off of his body. That must have been the deep secret about the transmutation factory, that they keep cutting flesh off of Kong Kui for something, for part of the transmutation process. Maybe. Maybe they can do transmutation without Kong Kui, I'm not sure. Greatness born through suffering or agony or whatever. Agony. Into Metroid? Not really. Did I miss? I forgot. I almost did a very embarrassing mistake. Right, I stopped to read about Kong Kui. Let's read this one, log 387. Foundation Era Year 2, Autumn 1023. Despite not meeting expectations, we already have a prototype for the cure. The next step will be to test the cure on our test subjects. After several rounds of observation, adjustment, and additional testing, we should be able to perfect the serum. Inserted 1,000 there, even though it's not written. I guess I still have those thousands and thousands of years that Kong Kui was being tormented on the mind. That's why I said that, I guess. Solarian clinical tests take a massive amount of time to conclude. Luckily, the Eternal Cauldron project has bought us that precious time. Yeah, all of that hibernation. Lets you stagger things. It's pretty crazy. In the end, the credit still goes to Yi. Where did it all go wrong? What's that supposed to mean? What, the credit going to Yi is things going wrong? You're finding a solution, right? It sounded like you were happy at the beginning of this, but then the credit going to Yi is what makes you unhappy? As your mentor, I thought you'd understand. Okay, so it's not that the credit going to Yi, but that Yi doesn't understand something. It seems that they had a falling out or disagreements even before all of this. I guess. Some fundamental disagreement. Still went along with the Eternal Cauldron project. And now this. Where things go wrong, I assume. That's a lot of logs. And they do go up to the thousands. The first ones were just like hundreds or whatever. There's this 0 at the front. But yeah, it rapidly accelerates because of all the hibernation and whatnot, I guess. How scary that you can just hibernate and everything goes wrong in the blink of an eye from your perspective. Foundation Era Year 37. Winter 215. Oh, so they moved on to the Foundation Era after the launch or something? Because it was the Origin Era before this. It's still unclear if one can be completely cured of Tianhuo, but there are no doubts regarding the effectiveness of the serum. Based on our reports, Tianhuo growth seems to have been suppressed in Dust Guardians who have received the serum. Okay. However, it is worth noting that a very small percentage of test subjects experienced secondary mutations. These mutations have led the affected Solarians to take on a new form. Right. The mutants are all new, pretty much, on the spaceship. The only thing that we might have seen them on Penglai was with Fushi, who was getting those shots before the launch, I guess? Maybe. What follows is a loss of sanity and an increase in violent behavior. This is a completely new development that will require further observation. And how did it develop? Log 1118. Foundation Era Year 125. Spring 527. Almost 100 years later. Waking up from the soulscape over and over again has taken a toll on my body. Solarians exhibiting the secondary mutations, now referred to as mutants, have demonstrated some incredible abilities. With the roots genes already present in Tianhuo, some mutants have been able to infect and devour a part of the primordial roots. Devour them, huh? Through that connection, these mutants are functionally immortal. Data corrupted. What's that supposed to mean? Data corrupted. Log 1999. Foundation Era Year 259. Summer 812. More than 100 years later. Damn soulscape. My head feels like it's about to explode. Yeah, the soulscape wasn't perfect. Returning to our report, the mutants seem to exhibit some collective consciousness. They share information and act as a group to the point of being energy efficient and coordinated to an extreme degree. This phenomenon goes beyond our traditional understanding of life forms. We may be on the cusp of discovering a whole new type of organism. Data corrupted. I'm assuming the data corrupted is some dialogue from her that's maybe, well, I get the feeling that she's starting to like this thing. Log 2501. Foundation Era Year 351. Didn't even mention the season. Probably not too important anymore. We have concluded our clinical tests after no new qualitative changes were observed. 90% of those who received the serum failed to recover from Tianhuo. The remaining 10% turned into mutants. How are we supposed to find the solution? That does do a lot of damage. I do wonder why they're giving you so much bow usage. Oh, I messed that up. I didn't even need it. Damn. How do I get out? Oh right, we can mantle onto ledges. I forgot. Right. What, we're not allowed? What about here? This place. Oops, didn't mean to do that. When I opened this up, I wanted to see more of the map. I am missing like one data log, right? Wait, what? I thought I got the last thing here. Didn't I open that? No. Crap. What am I missing then? Well, I'm here now. And I guess I can go back after the point of no return. Don't see a way in here yet. Oh. We're here already then. I see. I get it now. I think. Alright. Wait, she saw this just now. Yeah, of course, she's been awake. There she is with Gomong and Yi. Bunch of other guys. Don't see her in this photo. Maybe she's that one just next to the left of that guy sitting. Kind of the same head shape. Younger looking though. Okay. Oh, and she even has a monitor on this door that I couldn't open. She's got her eye on it too. Alright, Igong, fine. Don't tell us any of your secrets. I guess she removed it from here, or something. Didn't know you could do that. Just assume she did. It doesn't look fractured like it was with Fuxi or something. Is she inside? No, she's not. So this is where you were hiding. You weren't easy to find. I guess she is inside. I really didn't expect to see you again, Yi. I'm sure you didn't enter my soulscape just to say hello. No, I'm here to patch up my regrets. Have you forgotten already? We were separated in such a hurry. I didn't have time to properly say goodbye to my old mentor. Yeah. We still don't know the circumstances of her beating up Yi and throwing him off a cliff in the beginning cutscene of the game. All of that over the Ape Men section for some reason. Why there and why at all? Oh, what a sentimental disciple you are. It has been 509 years since we last parted, hasn't it? Back then, if I was able to convince you, things might not have developed this way. Spare me the empty speculation. If we could go back in time, I would simply behead you with my sword. I've watched you murder the souls one after the other. I don't even recognize you anymore behind your bloodlust. You were my favorite student. So curious about the world and eager to learn science. Don't you remember? You came up with the Eternal Cauldron and brought hope to all Solarians. That hope should not have been based on lies. People have a right to the truth. That's what you taught me. You were the one who betrayed everything you believed in. Wrong. As a scientist, I knew from the very beginning that it was important to solve problems in a practical manner. Truth and lies mean nothing compared to a Solarian's life. Forgive me for asking, but do you think Tianhuo will just disappear once you have taken all the soul seals? Or do you plan on waking everyone up, just to die together back in Penglai? I still don't know what he wants to do with the soul seals even. Overthrowing you in the council is a start. I believe there are more important things than mere survival. This is pretty vindictive. But I guess he's at this point right now, right? Maybe. Like what? Was that a different sound effect than normal? I don't know. What could be more important than staying alive? Without life, we all return to nothingness. I have indeed made mistakes in the past. That's why I spent the last few centuries trying to make amends. Right now, I'm the only one who can make things right. No matter how much you hate me, this is an indisputable fact. You're not in a position to say any of that. Did that strike a nerve? That's only because deep down, you know I'm right. Yi, are you doing this on behalf of all Solarians? Or is this a personal vendetta? I don't know, Yi. I don't know you well enough. I know some parts about you, but is this a personal vendetta? Does he even know? I don't think there's any meaning in continuing this idle chatter. I agree. Draw your sword. I won't lose to you this time. I admire your confidence, but don't forget, this is my soulscape. Do you recall the first key point from the Feng Shi Art of War? All warfare is based on deception. Correct. You have always been an excellent pupil. The soul seals? She's taking them? I seized control of your nerve centers the moment you entered this realm. You. I didn't even think you'd pull such a dirty trick. In fact, I was just thinking about how I would obtain the permissions to usher in the new era. The heavens must have sent you to assist me, and for that, you have my gratitude. You planned this from the start. So then, those mutants. No way. There were many accidents along the way, but I finally understand the purpose of it all. Everything, including your betrayal, ended up working in my favor. Sleep peacefully, my child, for this nightmare is about to end. So what now? Are we just trapped here? She seized control of his nerve center, so what does that mean? Did he knock it out? Yi. Hunk, is that you? I've been thinking about a lot lately. What do you mean? Why are you here? I'm sorry, but I can't leave with you. Oh. What did you say? I'm not going with you. I want to stay. What happened? What's making you say such a stupid thing? I'm serious. You will die if you stay here. Don't you know that? I know, but I can't imagine my life ending anywhere other than in Peng Mai. At New Kunlun, we will find a way to end this virus. You won't have to fear Tianhuo. But ultimately we're all mortal, and I hope to complete my journey within the Great Tao. There you go again with that gibberish. Do you not want to live anymore? Of course I want to live. How could I not want to spend the rest of my days with you? But Yi, I don't want to run away. Life and death are part of an inseparable whole. We must live well, and be willing to accept death's embrace when it inevitably comes. Back then, the primordial roots extended to a life. The one that saved me was my mentor. Why do you think I worked so hard to study science for all these years? I thought you, of all people, would understand. How would you betray me like this? I've always saved the best of everything for you. No, you just assumed what I wanted. You never bothered to ask me. You keep saying it's all for me, but really, it's always been about what you want. So everything I've done up to now was just my own wishful thinking. I get it now. Is that what's been going through your head? I should have known. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's okay. I think you made your point loud and clear. Let me do the same. I'll come back to visit one last time before takeoff. If, after giving it some thought, you still decide not to come, then you're gone to me, and I never had a little sister. What? How could you say something like that? You're all I have left. I'd rather forget about you than approve of you rotting with the rest of the lunatics on Peng Lai. Why? Doesn't matter. You're not at fault, and I'm not at fault. Yes, none of us were at fault. We just made different choices. But you never came back. Why? Why did you leave me behind? I didn't. When the curtain falls, none of us are really at fault. We are souls, outshining all species, never to be extinguished, leeching off bygone glory to fuel our brilliance. We are survivors. Our feverish flames have failed to forge hope, inflicting blistering pain with each searing embrace. We are martyrs, working in vain, painting our colors across the sky over and over again, probing and feeling. Night descends, and our light is already faded. Right and wrong fade away in the twilight. The sky is getting dark. No one's at fault, for we are only souls. I knew you were here, Yi. Aren't you excited for dinner tonight? How'd you get out? Yi, you're finally awake. Is that you, Xuan Xuan? Can you hear me, Yi? Where have you been? We were attacked. The Four Seasons Pavilion? How? Are you in danger? Those metallic monsters suddenly came in and... Oh, wait, I think they're back.
What?
Find a place to hide, quickly. Xuan Xuan. Xuan Xuan, are you there? Answer me. I gong. There's one more after her. One of the 10 souls in the council and head of the research center, Aigong holds the most prestige in the Tiandao Council. She is the mentor, the council's de facto leader, and Yi's mentor. Alright, so now this. I figured it wasn't a boss because it's a dead end here. Doesn't look like a boss room. I did have some doubts when we entered the soulscape and it sounded like we were going to have a fight, but there was no root node. In fact, there's only a root node at the very beginning, unless they want to put you on a long boss trek. But yeah, now that we're all the way here, and all the way away from there, I'm understanding what this layout is for. Anything here? Oh wait. Yeah, it's all open now. The path changes on the way back, that's what I was expecting. That's why there's all that azure sand. It's for your way in and also your way out, I guess. And why all of those sections I couldn't access are now open, I suppose. Log 3024. Way later. Foundation era. Forget it. It doesn't matter anymore. Okay, Igong. I like the dates. They help me establish a timeline, but I guess it doesn't matter anymore, does it? I have looked over all my past research data. Perhaps there was something we didn't account for. Why were we even researching immortality in the first place? Data corrupted. More musings we don't get to get. Log 3444. We can at least establish some kind of time, passage of time through the log numbers. Not concrete. No. There has to be an explanation, and I will find the answer. Scientific questions always yield answers. I must have missed something crucial. There are Solarians in their soulscapes, just waiting for me to save them. All my sacrifices will eventually pay off. This part of Igong does at least seem to be a real part. She does think she's doing this for the greater good. Log 4009. That's right. I've been a fool. The mutations are the key. To think that I wasted all this time. The existence of the mutants gives us a whole new paradigm to view life in our universe. Data corrupted. Data corrupted. She's been recording, but it hasn't been coming out. Log 4106. I assume it's the last log. I finally understand. Tianhuo was never supposed to be a disaster. It's a trial, and a gift from the universe to all Solarians. The mutations will allow Solarians to unlock the next stage in our evolution. This is my destiny. To lead all Solarians towards their immortal futures. How incredibly profound. I guess this is what happens when you leave the fate of an entire species in one person. All the keys at her beck and call. Well, I guess they were the other souls, but in the end they all bow to her, kind of. And everyone else was in hibernation. Oh, it's on full control, right. Gotta remember that. It's no longer the water style. Nothing new? Yeah. It's all old logs. What's above us, though? I didn't actually go up here. Oh. This is weird. Was this open before? I don't think it was open before. Oh my god. I think this is part of the story. just in case. Judicious use of our full control if we can. Get 2 parries, get 2 key charges, explode 2 slows. Not sure how much bow we have left. This one's the priority. This guy's killed me more than a few times. Just get out of here. We don't get to see our health or any of the UI, but I'm assuming it's all still there. Oh, those explode on everyone, not just the zombies. Good to know. Maybe one of these, just in case. Don't know how many hits I took. Okay, I took 1 there. Still after us, huh? We still have a few of those. Alright, we're here now. What a cool segment. I didn't quite get as overwhelmed as I thought I might be, but that might just be because of all my upgrades. Yeah, I guess the doors were blocked off and I didn't realize. So this upper level was just somewhere that I couldn't access before. Here's all for that. We got a whole segment now. That's us. Big explosion. Love to see it. Crap. Gotta be more careful with the healing. Or my health, rather. Can't just go for saving on key charges with that. Been through all of that. What happened to... Oh no, wait, it's the next room. Oh, we got this now, huh? Don't tell me there's more. Okay. Oh dear. Damn. You guys are pretty tough to deal with if you don't have resources. I am running low on resources, that's my last heal. Someone save the cats. I mean, I guess that's the plot of the game, isn't it? Wrong bow. Want to use this one. That. Unnecessary damage. I guess I didn't have to go back to fight these guys. Alright, we were missing this one. Is there even a way back up? There isn't. The stairs are gone. The first songs? Okay. I wasn't expecting this. Well, it wouldn't make sense to read them in backwards order, I guess. Log 1. Origin era year 434. Spring 35. Under both the pressure and expectations of the Council, I have fully devoted myself to the Immortality Project. Yeah. She was saying, why did they even research this? I guess we're finding out. Other than the obvious reasons. I failed to yield positive results once more. The Fong clan might pull their funding. This has been a personal dream of mine, so I cannot fail in this last-ditch effort. You forgot your own personal dream? I guess so. I'll start by researching the cells of the primordial roots through song for any clues. Data corrupted. I guess we never really got the lowdown on how exactly this plays into immortality. I think. Origin era year 444, summer 617. After 10 years of unrelenting research, we have finally made a critical breakthrough in the synthesis between Solarian cells and the root's regenerative cells. This is our first step towards immortality, and a victory for science. This research may even become a turning point, and encourage people to embrace science and technology. It may be our greatest accomplishment since Lear passed away. Origin era year 446, autumn 919. All test subjects have developed symptoms of rejection and are dying one after the other. The cause is a hitherto unknown virus that was accidentally synthesized during the gene editing process. It has been codenamed Tianhuo. The virus is contagious, but we have neither isolated it nor found its transmission vectors. Once the infected pass away, flowers blossom from their corpses, allowing the virus to propagate itself. Data corrupted. It was them all along. Aigong devoted her life to research aimed at improving the well-being of her fellow Solarians. Unfortunately, a mistake in one of her experiments led to the birth of the Tianhuo virus. Faced with this mistake, she was determined to find a solution at any cost in order to right this catastrophic mistake. Throughout the entire story, it kind of felt like the Tianhuo was just some natural way that the world was correcting itself or something. But this whole time it all came from, well, from Aigong and everyone else. But I guess in a way that is still, in a larger Taoist sense maybe, I don't know, the world correcting itself in some weird way. Oh, we got one of these now. Please stop, and let me do this. Are we out now? Damn. Damn. Okay. No bows. Let's just wait for some internal damage to heal, shall we? Not enough? I should have gone for 5. I just need these key charges, I think. That guy. And this one. Where to take damage from? That didn't kill me though. Would have been so bad, because I think that was the last bit, right? Ah, that was so close. My heart's still kind of pounding from that last scare. That was really rude of them to just kind of make me take damage at the very end for some reason. Definitely gonna need to catch my breath after that one. Both for the danger and the stunning revelations. What a wild ride this room was. Now would be a good time to take a break.